Salvable, a boxing drama that misses the mark review. When it comes to boxing movies, there's a certain magic that draws us in. Perhaps it's the iconic legacy of films like Rocky that has left an indelible mark on our hearts. Every time a new boxing flick hits the screen, I find myself racing to see it, eager for the adrenaline rush of the ring and the thrill of rooting for a compelling lead. Sadly, Salvable falls short on both counts, opting instead to showcase a father's struggle with his own shortcomings rather than delivering the punchy excitement we crave. At the center of this story is Sal, played by Toby Kebbell, an aging boxer grappling with a strained relationship with his teenage daughter. While Kebbell does his best to breathe life into this underdeveloped character, Sal's actions often contradict his supposed love for his daughter. He's his own worst enemy, stumbling through life and making it hard for us to cheer him on. On the other hand, Shia LaBeouf steps into the role of Vince, a flashy character with a wild blonde mane and an Irish accent that occasionally falters but mostly holds up. Their dynamic adds a spark to the film, especially since Vince is a bad influence on Sal, pulling him deeper into a world of crime. However, Vince's presence in the story is inconsistent, appearing and disappearing at crucial moments. One pivotal scene unfolds when Sal and Vince find themselves entangled with some shady characters over a large sum of money. The tension builds, but it all unravels because Sal hesitates to finish off a rival when he has the chance. Instead of a gripping plot twist that forces them into a desperate situation, we're left with a frustrating moment that feels entirely self-inflicted. This decision-making leaves a sour taste, making it hard to invest in the story when it feels like the characters are just stumbling into trouble for the sake of plot convenience. As for the boxing itself, it takes a backseat to the character drama, which isn't inherently bad. However, the fight scenes lack the intensity and finesse that fans of combat sports expect. Kebbell's footwork isn't the most impressive, and while the camera work tries to keep the action flowing, anyone familiar with boxing will likely notice the shortcomings. The film adopts a more handheld, natural lighting style, giving it a gritty, lived-in feel, but it doesn't quite compensate for the lack of engaging fight choreography. Despite Kebbell's commendable performance, Salvable never digs deep enough to resonate on a meaningful level. By the time the credits roll, I found myself questioning the purpose of the film. It doesn't deliver a story of redemption or personal growth. Instead, it's a series of bleak moments that strip away any hope for a satisfying narrative. If you're going to immerse me in darkness, at least give me a character to root for or a clear goal to strive towards. A deadbeat dad who continually disappoints his daughter could have been a compelling story, reminiscent of the emotional depth found in films like The Wrestler. Instead, we're left with a directionless tale that feels ultimately pointless. Salvable is currently playing in theaters and will be available on demand and digital starting May 2nd, 2025. If you're looking for a boxing film that packs a punch, you might want to look elsewhere.